Well, hello there, and welcome back to Constantiam. It's me, Oxilian, here, back from the slums, from 5k 5k. We're in the final stretch of degriefing, so to speak. So, let's go! What you can see in front of me, or under me, is an obsidian template. Another player placed. And he had the idea that he wants to restore what had been here originally. So, what I'm planting now, the dirt blocks I'm placing, are more or less the original form of the landscape. So here was a big island. With trees and whatnot, and we are trying, not everywhere, but in some parts, reconstructing it. So that we have the new land and the old land right next to each other. And that's what I'm doing right now. Because everything starts with some dirt. As it always does. Alright, I think I'll place one more torch over there. Beautiful. I don't have an infinite number of dirt on me, but I will place everything I have so far to continue with this project. And I think it will look marvelous afterwards. Once the trees are in place and the grass is set. But it takes some time. Because I'm not using any mods or hacks, I gotta place one block at a time. But I love it that way. It's more challenging, more time demanding, but it's my playstyle. And I will stick to it. Playing vanilla on Anarchy Minecraft Servers. Just for the challenge itself. Beautiful. And what I think is funny, people lately have been asking, in the YouTube comments, Oxilian, is this your real voice? Yes. Why wouldn't it be? This is how I sound like when I'm talking. What's the problem with it? Do I have a funny voice, or what's the matter with that? If you could answer that in the comment section down below, that would be awesome. Alright, and we're on the last two stacks of dirt blocks. But the grass is spreading quite nicely, so people are loading the chunks. That's awesome. And if you want to contribute to this project, just come to these coordinates. So over there are the slums at 5k, 5k, and this area is around 4,800, 4,800. So nearly at the diagonal. And every dirt block that gets placed is appreciated. So just come over and help us. And no more dirt in my inventory. So let's get to a place where I know a lot of dirt still is, and where it wouldn't matter if I took some. But first, yeah, let's take a look around here. Yesterday I recorded here, and there were some super smelters, and these are gone now because some idiot placed some crystals, I guess, and exploded them. So, bravo. Alright. I found a treasure, so I'm safely gonna put this in one of my chests. Where is it? Where's... that's the treasure box. Because I found a block of netherite. Gotta store it safely. Alright, there is my silk touch. Let's explore a little bit our area around here and see if something else got griefed. Yeah, we got a lot more crystals floating around. Yeah, the Batman sign is still here. Also, here is a lava farm, which is still intact, which is beautiful. I think the chests down here all are empty. Yeah. So nobody cared to fill them up again. These were all full of cobblestone. Yeah, some stairs are already missing. I knew it. What else is griefed? Yeah, the tower over there, and also... yeah, this is completely griefed, completely gone. Unfortunately. Anyways, let's move to the centerpiece of the Degrief. Which nobody is touching so far, so no griefing started, as far as I know. But why not? Let's take a look around. Here is the nice pool. The farms are really big, finally. A lot of different trees got planted. Most of the trees were planted by me. And in there are the slums. So the goal was to have a full glass cube, or you could say glass dice, around the area. This house was here a long time ago. This tower got added, as well as the building on top, which I haven't seen so far. Let's take a look over here. Here you can still see there are some areas of the water cube that have to be repaired. The slums themselves, we made a really good cleanup. If you just take a look at it, Some people are trying to make glass walkways around here. And also in some houses, the furniture starts to reappear. Yeah, with plants, tables and whatnot. And most of the streets here were clogged up with obsidian. All of the houses were destroyed and had holes in them, like this hole over here, which I'm gonna fill up right now. So someone was just digging out a tunnel, I guess, or whatever. Yeah. So here and there is still some things missing. But anyways, let's swim through one of these houses. The insides of the houses we cleaned up so far. On most of the houses we installed windows, not on every one, because we ran out of glass. And some idiot took down our super smelter, as I've told you before. Okay, there is now a new ender chest here. Let's take it. And let's make a full circle around this from the outside, so that you can see the progress that had been done. Guess we'll go up to the walkway, which was newly installed, you could say. Inside of the water cube were a lot of floating block spam blobs, you could say, which we successfully eradicated, apart from this one. Alright, beautiful, as you can see. This is now the new highway, the diagonal highway, which doesn't cross the slums, but it goes around the slums, which I think is really, really beautiful. So we did halfway around the slums so far. As you can see, all of this area had been big farms. If you take a look from over here, you can see it a little bit better. These were up to around here, so we still need a lot of dirt. And around here you can see at least the platform was installed. Well, for the most part at least. Yeah, cobblestone was used as well as obsidian. And that's what I love about degriefing. If you use just the blocks you have, when you're restricted and you gotta get creative, that's when the best ideas come alive. And from here you can see really the progress of the farms. The fields are really, really big. And I gotta say, I love it. Yeah, some of the guys had been wondering, what new degriefing projects do you have in mind? What is the next big project you want to tackle? Well, I have a few projects in mind. And first we gotta finish this area here, of course, as you know. From here you can see the new terrain which was added, which still needs a lot of dirt or sand. Yeah, but here you see the beginning of my endeavors. Yeah, but it's a huge area which got reconstructed. But considering the next projects, there are a few possibilities. I will make another question thingy on my YouTube channel. So I will ask you what of these options you would like to see. I would fancy any of those. Number one is, I heard a rumor that, alright, that near of here is a statue of Christ the Redeemer encased in a big lavacast. I don't know where exactly. Well, I can't see it because I don't have the possibility to see through blocks. But this is possibility number 1. Number 2 might be the biggest lavacast, which is a little bit closer to spawn. And number 3 would be, I guess, a project as big as the slums were, which is degriefing the ants spawn, which would be interesting, but quite demanding. Alright. As you saw here, you saw the big shadow, and if I look up, you can just see part of the underside of the big Star Destroyer. I'm not sure if I even included this into any of my videos. So over here is a big Star Destroyer, and over there is a big dragon, which OTH made. So, this is the update of today, and I have good news as well. I had to state that my laptop showed signs of dying, so I had technical difficulties while playing the game or doing anything. And well, as you can see, it is buttery smooth. It is not that I changed my system, but I defragmented my hard drive again for the millionth time, and this seemed to solve the problem. Also, just for Minecraft itself, I raised the allocated RAM from 4 GB to 8 GB, which seemed to improve a lot. So now I can see everything that is here. Oh, right here you can see one of the wings of the big dragon. What did I also do to improve my performance? Well, I turned down my render distance. As you can see, there is now fog around me, and this seemed to improve a lot. So even though I can't see that white anymore, at least that is possible for me to play the game a little bit easier. But maybe if I stand up here and if I crank up my render distance again, if it is possible on this server. Let's see. How far does it go? Not farther than this, unfortunately. So I think the server itself cranks it down. So I have it now. Render distance at 10, simulation distance at 10, and whatever the server is doing. And well, that's the only settings I had to change a little bit to make it a little bit smoother. Alright. I guess that's the update for today. So you've seen a little bit of the progress we've made on the 5K project. And well, I hope you're having a good time. I gotta say to you, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.